this is what I want to talk about with
The gangster shit.
the gang banging. Okay, so you know, kids in the inner cities, fuck it, black kids in the inner cities
Uh-huh.
be having like trouble reading, right? Like they
Yes,
reading
that's
like
facts.
shit. Is their reading really shit, or they just don't want to pay attention to what they reading, right? You know what I'm saying? I was thinking this, changing the curriculum. Go outside of the fucking norm. What do these kids? Who do these kids look up to a lot of the times? Because it ain't
Rappers.
their damn daddy. Rappers,
Hmm.
gangsters,
Hmm.
right? They would pay attention. They know all about the upbringing from a rapper, all about the upbringing from the gangsters and the gangs. Why not put that in the curriculum? Help these little bastards read. I don't say bastards, but help them because I guarantee you they would be interested in that stuff. Like on like this is say documentary of how the Crips started or how the
Yeah.
blood started, GDs, all that. They would read up on that on their favorite gang. They would read on a bio on their favorite gangster, their favorite rapper. They would read up on it. Now, the only thing I would not like about it is if they try to react it. But
Yeah, that's
but you know what I'm saying? But you gotta take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of them would pay attention more. Is that sad to say? Talk to me.
uh I think like you said, it has its pros and its cons.
Yes.
You would have to be very selective of the type of material that you put in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Would still have to be something interesting and catches their attention. Because I ain't gonna lie, after like I'm not really one to really like reading books unless it's really something that I'm interested in. I think that's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And when I listened to the audiobook of Monster Cody's story, I was more intrigued because it was a gangster story. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? I ain't no hood ass nigga, but I grew up in that environment. So just listening to it and listening to the stories of the stuff that he went through and how he came out of it and all that stuff, it was very intriguing. I think
Mm-hmm.
any young dude that's in the streets would love to hear that type of story, shit. So I think
And
I think it's pros and
and
cons
and
with
and,
that.
and knowing that there's stories maybe will keep some of them from even wanting to go
Yeah.
about their life. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Right? What you think about that?
So I agree. I agree that it can be a part of the curriculum, but I still think that we still need to learn our history. But people are going to read what they're interested in. And so I think really just reading about gang and then how it started is what interests a lot of kids and everything.
Is that not part of American history?
It
It
is.
is. I
'Cause
mean,
didn't America consider Black Panthers as a gang?
Exactly.
mhm.
And they say a lot of
The
that,
government
and
is
then they
definitely a
say a
gang.
lot of that. That's how a lot of the gangs got started. That's how they claim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You hear about Capone and
yeah,
all them
like
types of
yeah,
I
stories.
like
mean, if you even think about it, police are gangs to are gang members too.
because
If
but
you
then it's the
that's how it
thing
started.
too. It ain't just gotta be black gangs.
Facts.
It can be your Al Capones or
Mafias,
mafia.
different
You know what I'm
mafia
saying?
families.
Because I
Yeah.
believe a lot. Look, a lot of them kids be interested in that shit.
Yeah.
Use it to your advantage. Make a motherfucker write a report on it.
And this
I
is a
guarantee you they will read it because the more they
I
read, the more intrigued they will
and
get by this
this
shit.
ain't saying that this would just be their whole like
Yeah,
this is
it's
saying
I'm
it'll make
yeah,
saying,
the choice
it's
you
a
have.
part of it.
and
Yeah,
I feel like it'll help. You know what I'm saying? Because you could easily get them stories and rewrite some of the fucking words that you've been trying to get these motherfuckers to pay attention to,
Yeah.
and they actually wanted. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm
I
saying
think it
about
would
it.
actually it would interest to read more books too. Just
Yeah,
it would get them to read more. Just to be active readers and everything too.
Yeah, I
I
think the
mean, I
youth hearing
believe.
about some of the rise and fall of some of these gangsters and gang
yeah.
members, and especially from like the 80s and the
Because how
90s.
many times you go around and Google? I like what's that? American Gangster.
Hmm.
American Gangster, the show that used to do the documentaries. How many of them shits had your full fucking attention?
Yeah,
A
You know
lot.
what I'm saying? You actually paid it. You used to pay attention the whole damn hour of that show.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then not only did you do that, you would go and research some of that shit that they was talking about on there.
But I think you will still have your trial and error with it, where you're
Yeah.
still gonna have them knuckleheads that just don't give a fuck. But you will have the ones, even if you can get two or three that really take
Because
hold and
look
take
at
heed
this. Let's look at
of the
let's look at all the
what they
Chicago
learning.
stuff. When them dudes, either when them dudes go on platforms or when somebody like an act is talking about them,
Hmm.
viewership crazy.
Yeah,
obviously is interesting. Like that dude, the British dude, the British motherfucker that's over there talking about American shit,
Yeah, the rapper.
American gangs. What's his name? Trap. Whatever.
Oh, the one that did the Vaughn
The
serial killer thing?
documentaries
Yeah, the
and
documentary
shit.
I know
Like
you're talking about.
that motherfucker got over millions of views, and that motherfucker 4 hours long. So obviously got somebody attention.
Yeah, and it's not even about somebody that's from there. It's about somebody from here.
Come on now.
Yeah, he's done that on multiple people.
Come on now.
I got you. Yeah, I like that.
It's already people eating up off that shit. So why not put it into some of these curriculums?
Yeah.
I guarantee you that shit will raise these kids' reading levels, get them interested in reading. Does it sucks that it has to be something of that nature? Yes, in the eyes of some, yes, but they're doing it anyway.
I don't think so, because we learned about slavery, and slavery was one of the most gruesomest things that
Facts.
happened in the United States. So
Facts.
what's more gruesome than that? With, you know what I'm saying, with gangsters. So it's the same shit. If they can sit there and learn about us picking cotton and getting whipped and getting hung, then they should be able to listen about shit when we killing each other and stuff like that. Like it's the same thing. And maybe that will put that in their head, like, hey man, I don't gotta be this way. We did this shit too long. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, even if you get 2, 3 of the few,
yeah,
at least you get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, bro, because it's only because it would strike their interest and they would pay attention more. Because like I said, they pay attention to this bullshit anyway. So why not use it to advantage to help them, you know what I'm saying, further their reading.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was a good question.
Because I was kind of skeptical. I'm like, maybe I get some pushback for it, but I guess the way I presented it, it'd be, you know.